You're here because you want to speak English fluently, but something keeps holding you back no matter how much you try or study every day. You study hard but forget. You listen to others but freeze. You understand everything but can't speak when it matters. It feels painful, doesn't it? Deep inside, you know you're capable of more. You have ideas, stories, emotions waiting to be spoken, but they never come out how you want. Here's a truth most learners never hear. The problem isn't your mouth or your accent. The real problem lives inside your brain. Your brain controls everything: confidence, memory, focus, emotions, and speech. If it's not trained correctly, no book, app, or teacher can truly help. This video isn't about grammar or memorizing lists. It's about training your brain step by step to speak, think, and feel in English naturally. You'll learn how to stop translating, remember words forever, think fast, and create daily habits that make English part of your normal life. Because this journey is not just about learning a language, it's about reprogramming your mind to live a freer, more confident version of yourself. When you can speak English freely, you don't just communicate, you express who you truly are. That's the real goal: full expression. If you truly want to master English and transform your life, subscribe now. This channel is not about memorizing, it's about awakening. We train minds, build confidence, and help you find your real English voice. So hit subscribe and let's grow together starting today. Have you ever felt this? You understand English perfectly, but when you try to speak, your mind suddenly goes blank and your voice disappears. You freeze, forget even simple words, and feel small. You studied for years, yet in real conversations, your confidence just fades away. Here's what no one told you. Your mouth doesn't control your English. Your brain does. Every word begins in your mind first. Most people study English like a school subject. They memorize grammar, write definitions, and read quietly. But English isn't a subject. It's a living skill. It's a skill your brain must build through repetition and reaction, not through passive reading or endless theory. Practice trains the brain. If your brain isn't trained to think, react, and speak in English, your mouth will stay silent no matter how much vocabulary you memorize. That's why people say, "I understand, but I can't speak." Their brain never practiced creating English. It only practiced receiving information. Think of it like this. You keep reading and learning, collecting beautiful knowledge like furniture in a house you never invite guests into. You decorate your room with new words, grammar, and phrases. But when real people come, you panic because the door won't open. That missing key is brain training. You can own every English book, but if your brain doesn't feel safe to speak, it will always shut down. Fluency isn't about knowledge. It's about what your brain can use in real moments under pressure. That's what separates learners from speakers. Let's compare two people. One studied grammar for 6 years. The other practiced speaking for 6 months. Who performs better in an interview? Not the one who knows more. The one who trained the brain to act fast, to respond, to speak even when nervous or imperfect. Speaking comes from training, not memory. Action creates confidence. Confidence fuels fluency. That's the real science of learning languages effectively. If your brain feels sleepy, fearful, or overloaded, it will always block your English. So let's fix that together right now. Start simple. Every morning when you wake up, speak one sentence in English out loud. Not perfect, just natural and real. Say things like, "I'm awake now. I feel lazy, but I'll try my best." Or, "Today I want to improve my English." This small action tells your brain, "We're in English mode today." It wakes your inner voice, prepares your mind for fluency. Avoid boring textbook phrases. Don't say, "Today is Tuesday," or "This is a chair." Speak emotionally. "I feel tired but motivated." "I want to grow." Emotion activates memory. When your brain feels something, It learns faster and keeps the information longer. So use real emotion every morning. Ask one question in English daily. It could be simple like, "What do I want today?" Or, "Why am I learning English?" Then answer honestly. Even if you say just 2 sentences, your brain begins thinking in English. Thinking leads to speaking. Speaking builds fluency step by step. Add visual reminders. Stick notes near your mirror or desk with short messages like, "Speak 1 sentence in English now." Each time you see them, your brain gets a small push. It remembers your mission to live and think in English daily. End your morning routine with one affirmation. Look at yourself and say, "English is not my fear anymore. English is my strength." Your brain listens to your words. Speak powerfully. Believe what you say. That belief rewires your mind faster than any grammar exercise. Fluency isn't hiding in books or phones. It's hiding in your brain, waiting for consistent daily activation. So speak to train, not to impress. The fastest progress comes from doing simple things repeatedly with energy. Consistency, not perfection, builds fluency that lasts a lifetime. From today, your goal is not perfect English. It's active English. English that lives, breathes, and grows with your daily actions. Because every sentence you speak is not practice. It's proof. Proof that you're changing your brain, building courage, and becoming truly fluent. When you speak English, do you first think in your language, then translate, then speak? That's why your fluency feels stuck every time. Your brain is trying to do 2 jobs at once. Think in one language and speak in another. That's impossible for fast communication. You lose time, you lose words, and you lose confidence. The brain becomes tired, and your English feels heavy and slow. Fluency isn't translation, it's transformation. Your brain must begin to live, think, and react in English naturally, without asking for permission. When you translate, your brain becomes a traffic jam. Thoughts come fast, but words move slowly. You feel blocked, even though you know everything. So stop asking yourself, "What is the English for this?" Or, "Is this correct?" Your brain isn't a translator, it's a speaker. Let it speak. Let it make mistakes. Because mistakes are how your brain learns real speed, natural rhythm, and emotional connection in English. Start small. Train your brain to think directly in English every day. Even 5 minutes of English thinking can rewire your mind. When you wake up, think simple sentences. "I'm brushing my teeth. I need coffee. I feel sleepy but ready." Don't translate, just think and speak. This links English with real life, not with grammar rules. Your brain starts connecting English with experiences, not textbooks. That's how fluency grows. Wherever you go, describe things silently in English. "The sky is blue. That car is old. I'm walking slowly." Simple sentences train automatic reaction. Soon, your brain will stop translating and start responding instantly. The same way you think in your first language now. Set a 10-minute thinking challenge. For 10 minutes a day, think only in English. No writing, no speaking, just pure mental training. Think about your breakfast, your goals, your friends, your dreams. Even if your English is broken, keep going. Broken English trains better than silence. The goal is not perfection. The goal is flow. Thinking in broken English now leads to speaking in confident English later. Name your feelings in English. Say quietly, "I feel nervous. I'm happy today. I'm tired but proud." Emotions build strong brain connections for memory. Emotion makes learning deep. Your brain remembers what it feels, not what it memorizes. That's why emotional English stays forever inside you. Try inner voice practice. Before speaking aloud, say the sentence in your head first. "Can I get water?" Think it, then say it. This builds a strong internal speaker. Soon, your inner voice will speak before your fear does. That's when fluency becomes natural. Your brain was born to communicate, not to translate. So, stop chasing perfect grammar and start chasing flow and connection. Choose English. Think in English. Live in English. Don't wait until you're ready, because fluency starts the moment you stop translating. Now let's talk about memory. How many times have you learned a word, underlined it, repeated it, and forgotten it the next day? You see it again later and think, wait, I know this word, but the meaning disappears. It feels like your memory is broken. It's not broken. Your method is. Your brain doesn't remember what you write. It remembers what you feel and repeat with emotion. That's why you remember songs from years ago but forget vocabulary lists from last week. Emotion is the glue that keeps knowledge alive. Repetition is the hammer that makes it stay. The formula is simple. Emotion plus repetition equals permanent memory that never fades. If you feel nothing and repeat nothing, you'll remember nothing. If you feel something and repeat it often, you'll remember it forever. Take the word disappointed. If you only write its definition, you'll forget it. But if you connect it to a real story, it stays. Say, I felt disappointed when my friend didn't call me. Now your brain feels emotion, and emotion locks the word inside long-term memory. Repeat that sentence tomorrow, then again next week. That's how one word becomes your own forever. That's how deep memory forms. When you learn a new word, pause. Ask, have I felt this before? Can I use this in my story? Then build your emotional example. Let's try with grateful. Think of a moment someone helped you. Say, I was grateful when my sister cooked for me when I was tired. Now that word isn't just vocabulary. It's part of your life. You've given it emotional color, and your brain will never lose it. Repeat with feeling, not like a robot. Don't say grateful 20 times. Say it with meaning. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for learning. When your voice carries emotion, your brain listens. That's how you build long-term vocabulary, not through repetition alone, but through emotional repetition. Follow the 24-hour rule. After learning new words, review them before bed and again in the morning. This creates strong memory circuits. Use them in real sentences for 3 days. Each time, your brain rewires the word deeper. That's how it becomes automatic. Create your own vocabulary wall. Pick 10 words that truly describe your life or dreams. Write them down with one emotional sentence each. Review them weekly. Update them monthly. These words become your identity, not random English, but English that belongs to you. Words are not just sounds. They are memories, feelings, and proof of who you're becoming through learning. Treat them like treasures. If you want to remember English forever, don't study it like a robot. Feel it like a human. That's how your brain remembers for life. Because English isn't about perfect memorization. It's about emotional connection. The stronger the feeling, the stronger the memory inside you. Every time you connect a word with a real moment, you grow not only your vocabulary, but also your confidence to speak freely. Learning words with emotion transforms English from study to lifestyle. That's how fluency starts becoming natural and enjoyable every single day. Have you ever been asked a simple question in English, but suddenly your brain goes blank and your mouth refuses to move? You know the answer inside your head, but you can't speak. Your tongue feels heavy, your mind freezes, and frustration takes over. This happens because your brain and mouth are not connected yet. They don't move together as one fluent, confident system. Most learners train their brain, but forget to train their mouth. They read, memorize, and understand, but they rarely practice real speaking flow. So, when it's time to talk, the brain says, go, but the mouth answers, I've never done this before. That's where fear appears. Fluency isn't only about grammar or vocabulary. It's about coordination. Your brain creates ideas, and your mouth delivers them naturally, like dance partners. Fluent people don't plan every sentence. They think and speak at the same time. Words flow from thought to speech without delay or fear. It's like a river running smoothly from the mountain to the sea. But many learners have rocks in that river: fear, perfectionism, self-doubt. Those rocks stop the water. They stop your voice. To become fluent, you must clear those rocks and rebuild flow between brain and mouth. You don't need perfect grammar to speak. You need rhythm, confidence, and movement. English is not a written test. It's a living language. So stop saying, I must be perfect. Instead say, I must be clear, brave, and real. That's how your brain begins trusting your mouth. Let's train that connection now. The best method in the world is shadowing, repeating after a native speaker in real time without pausing. You listen, and you speak almost at the same moment. Not later, not slow. Your brain and mouth learn to move together instantly. Start with slow, simple videos. Repeat everything you hear. At first, your voice will shake. Your mouth will feel strange. Keep going anyway. After 1 week, your brain will start understanding faster. After 2, your mouth will follow automatically. That's real fluency training in action. Next, try the brain loop technique. Choose one topic, like my morning routine. Speak freely for 2 minutes without stopping. If you forget something, loop back and correct yourself naturally. Wait, I forgot. I brushed my teeth first. That's real conversation practice. The goal isn't perfection, it's movement. Every pause, every correction, every restart teaches your brain to keep talking even during mistakes. Do this 5 minutes a day with new topics. Day 1, my family. Day 2, my favorite food. Day 3, my goals. Soon, you'll notice something powerful. Your thoughts and words start moving together. You're no longer translating. You're expressing directly in English. Now let's train under pressure. Because fluency isn't only about comfort. It's about control when you feel nervous or distracted. Speak while walking. Describe everything you see. I'm walking fast. The sun feels hot. That dog looks happy. Keep talking as you move. This teaches your brain to multitask, to think, move, and speak together naturally. That's how fluent speakers handle real situations. Next, speak in noisy places. Turn on a fan or background music. Speak louder than the noise. This builds confidence under real-life stress. Also, record yourself speaking for 2 minutes daily. Don't stop. Don't edit. Just talk. Then listen later to track your growth. You'll realize your English sounds better than you thought. Mistakes don't ruin communication. Silence does. So keep your voice alive every day. Fear is natural, but silence is a choice. Every time you speak despite fear, your brain rewires itself for confidence and freedom. Now, build a 15-minute daily brain-mouth workout. It's simple, powerful, and works for everyone. Even beginners who think they can't start yet. Minutes. 1 to 3. Shadow any short English video. Repeat exactly what you hear, no stopping, no pausing. Let your mouth catch the rhythm. Minutes 4 to 6. Freestyle speaking. Choose a topic, speak nonstop. Don't plan, don't overthink, just let words come naturally without judging yourself. Minutes 7 to 9. Describe your environment. Look around and say what you see, feel, and think. My desk is messy. I feel hungry. Minutes 10 to 12. Repeat 3 motivational phrases with emotion. I can speak English. Mistakes help me grow. Fluency is coming. Say each 10 times. Minutes 13 to 15. Record your voice. Listen once. Find one thing you like and one thing to improve. That's progress, not perfection. Do this daily, and your brain will stop freezing. Your mouth will stop hesitating. You'll speak and think as one system. Your fluency isn't trapped in your memory. It's trapped in fear and hesitation. But every day you practice, that fear gets weaker. You're no longer someone who understands but can't speak. You're someone who acts, trains, and transforms daily, a real English speaker. Even slow, messy speech is better than silence. Real fluency is not perfect grammar. It's brave communication, even with small mistakes. Now your brain and mouth are finally learning to dance together. Keep that rhythm. Speak daily. Build that natural connection forever. Your next step is to build a fluency environment, even if you're alone, because environment shapes the brain more than motivation ever can. When you walk into your room, does it support your English journey, or does it make you feel alone and unmotivated? Many learners believe fluency only comes from living abroad or having a native partner. That's a lie. You can create your own English world anywhere. You don't need to live in London to sound natural. You just need an environment that tells your brain, English lives here. Your brain is like a mirror. It reflects what it sees, hears, and feels daily. So fill your space with English sounds and energy. Create an English zone in your room, a small corner where you only use English, your training desk, your learning temple. Add sticky notes, flashcards, your favorite quotes, and a mirror for speaking practice. Every object there reminds your brain to switch to English mode. Put a small sign that says, "Fluency happens here." It may sound simple, but your brain learns through cues and repetition, not motivation alone. This is not a study zone, it's a speaking zone. Every time you sit there, speak out loud. Even short sentences count. Fluency starts when your environment supports your voice. So, build that space and make it sacred. That's your personal English gym. Your environment teaches your brain faster than any textbook. When everything around you speaks English, your brain starts to accept it as normal. So fill your world with English. Play podcasts while cooking. Listen to short clips while walking. Let English become the background of your life. Your ears stay open even when your mouth is silent. That's powerful. It means you can learn passively all day long. The more your brain hears English, the more it stops seeing it as a foreign sound. It starts becoming your second heartbeat. Don't wait for motivation. Let the environment do the work. When your space whispers English daily, your mind automatically stays in training mode. Now look at your phone. It's either helping your fluency or destroying your focus. Turn it into your strongest English learning tool. Change your phone language to English. Follow English creators who inspire you. Watch short videos that teach and motivate, not distract. Create folders named Fluency, Daily Practice, or Speak Now. Fill them with useful materials, voice recordings, and motivational notes in English. Record your voice every day and store it in a folder called Proof I'm Growing. Let it remind you that progress is real. Every time you open your phone, it should say one thing to your brain: speak English. Keep moving forward. That's your digital cue. Use visual triggers everywhere. Place sticky notes with short, emotional messages. Mirror, I'm improving. Door, let's go speak. Desk, fluency happens here. Use wallpapers that remind you of your mission. One powerful sentence on your phone screen can change your mindset every morning. Try this line: English is my power. Or, speak now, don't stay silent. These reminders reprogram your brain to act daily without fear. You can even write motivational quotes on your wall or notebook. Fluency is not perfection, it's expression. Read it aloud before starting practice. This isn't decoration, it's psychological training. Every message you see tells your brain that English is safe, important, and part of your identity. When you surround yourself with English words, your brain feels at home in them. That's how confidence starts forming naturally. Even if you live alone, you're not truly alone. Your environment becomes your teacher, your partner, your constant coach for fluency. Now let's talk about speaking alone. One of the most powerful habits you can ever build. Your voice must live in your space. Speak out loud while doing daily tasks. When cooking, describe what you're doing. I'm cutting vegetables. This smells good. I like this taste. When cleaning, talk to yourself. This floor looks better. I feel tired but happy. Let's finish this quickly. Keep the flow going. When you speak during simple actions, English becomes natural. Your brain connects the language with movement, sound, and emotion. That's how you remove fear. By making English part of your life, not something you switch on and off during study time. Now try night writing. Before bed, write one honest sentence in English every night. Just one, about your day, feelings, or goals. For example, I was sad in the morning but happy after talking to my friend. I want to travel and speak confidently. This helps your brain close the day in English. It builds memory, peace, and identity. You fall asleep thinking like a fluent person. Do this every night for 1 month. It will quietly rewire your subconscious mind to accept English as your natural language. If sometimes you feel lonely or unsupported, remember this. Your room listens to you. It absorbs your energy and returns it stronger. Write one message on your wall. Even if no one helps me, I will still rise, still speak, still become fluent. Say it aloud every morning. This sentence becomes your personal promise, your reason to continue when motivation disappears. Because fluency isn't built in comfort. It's built in quiet moments when you choose to keep going alone with full faith. Your environment can either drain or drive you. Build one that supports you completely. Every color, sound, and word should push you forward. Your room isn't just a room anymore. It's your English gym, your growth zone, your daily reminder that transformation is happening. When your environment trains your brain, motivation becomes automatic. You no longer need to force effort. The system works for you. You don't have to live in an English-speaking country. You just need to design your world to make English feel alive every day. Your brain learns from what it sees most often. So surround it with proof that you are already living the English-speaking life. Transformation doesn't begin in your mouth. It begins in your space. And when your space changes, your brain follows immediately. Even if you're alone in your journey, your environment stands beside you. Let every corner remind you who you are becoming. Now that your brain has the right environment, let's move to your daily brain gym. Small habits that make fluency automatic forever. Because it's not about working hard once. It's about training your brain a little every day until speaking English becomes effortless. Your brain doesn't grow from big effort once in a while. It grows from daily repetition, small, powerful, emotional habits that stick. So here's your English brain gym. 5 habits that will transform you from learner to speaker if you practice them consistently. Habit 1. Speak for 5 minutes without stopping. Pick any topic. Talk about your day, dreams, fears, or random thoughts. Just don't stop. If you get stuck, say and continue. The goal is flow, not perfection. The brain learns best when movement never stops. Even if your sentences feel messy, it's okay. Messy speech is still English. Every word you speak builds stronger brain connections. Do this daily. In 30 days, your confidence will explode. You'll sound natural, faster, and more comfortable in every real conversation. Habit 2. Repeat one powerful sentence 10 times with emotion. The secret is repetition with feeling, not mechanical memorization. Say, I will speak English fluently. I'm not afraid of mistakes. My voice matters. Say it with power, with belief, with energy. When your voice carries emotion, your brain rewires instantly. You're not practicing language, you're programming identity and confidence. Habit 3. Listen to 5 minutes of real English daily without subtitles. Focus on rhythm, emotion, and tone, not on perfect understanding. Your brain learns by sound, not translation. Even if you miss words, you're training your ears to recognize patterns and stay calm. With time, something magical happens. You start understanding naturally, without effort. That's real listening fluency, built from daily exposure. Habit 4. Write one honest sentence every day. This simple habit builds both emotional connection and long-term memory in your English journey. Don't write for grammar, write for truth. Ask yourself simple questions. What did I feel today? What made me smile? What scared me today? Answer with just one sentence. For example, I felt tired this morning but proud after finishing my work. Simple, honest, emotional. Or say, I was nervous before class but happy I tried. These sentences connect English to your real experiences, not grammar rules. When you write honestly, your brain remembers because truth has emotion. Emotion is memory's strongest signal. It keeps learning alive inside you. This is not homework, it's reflection. It helps you process your day and teach your brain that English is part of your real life. Over time, you'll see your notebook turning into a diary of growth. Your thoughts, feelings, and courage written in your new language. Your English will stop being mechanical. It will start feeling alive, connected to who you really are every single day. Habit 5. 1-minute mirror talk before sleep. Look into your eyes and speak kindly to yourself in English for 1 full minute. Say, I'm proud of myself today. I made mistakes, but I learned. I will do better tomorrow. Speak slowly and sincerely. This is more than language practice. It's confidence training. It shows your brain that you are not afraid of your own English voice. Because when your eyes and your voice agree, your identity changes. You start seeing yourself as a real English speaker. Your brain listens to your tone more than your words. Speak with warmth and belief. Let your voice carry self-respect and pride. Even 1 minute a night creates huge change. You'll sleep with peace and wake up with motivation. That's how fluent people think daily. Now, let's put it all together. Here's your complete daily brain gym. Your simple 15-minute routine for fluent thinking and confident speaking. Minutes. 1 to 5. Freestyle speaking. Choose any topic. Talk nonstop. Don't plan. Don't correct yourself. Focus on rhythm and movement. Minutes 6 to 7. Repeat one powerful sentence 10 times with emotion. Feel every word. Make your brain believe what you're saying. Minutes 8 to 12. Listen to real English content without subtitles. It can be a short podcast, video clip, or story with natural voices. Don't pause or analyze. Just listen. Let your brain catch rhythm and meaning through sound. That's how natural understanding begins to form. Minutes 10 to 14. Write one honest sentence in your notebook. Express something real about your day, your emotions, or your small victories. Minute 15. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Encourage your effort, forgive your mistakes, and end the day with self-belief. 15 minutes. That's all you need. Done daily, it will rewire your brain faster than months of memorizing or grammar drills. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need one thing, a brain that trains daily. Fluency doesn't come from luck or talent. It comes from repetition, emotion, and courage. The 3 powers that build confidence and clarity. Every small action counts. Each minute you speak, listen, write, or think in English strengthens your identity as a fluent communicator. Because fluency isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. One day, one sentence, one belief at a time. Now, look back at everything you've learned. You understand why your brain controls your English more than any grammar rule ever could. You know how to stop translating, think directly in English, and use emotion to remember words permanently with real-life connection. You've built the mouth-brain connection to speak while thinking and created an environment that supports your growth every single day. You've learned to practice small daily habits that make English automatic, turning fear into strength and repetition into mastery. This is not just a study method, it's a new way of living, where English becomes part of who you are. Because every time you speak, you train your brain. Every time you try, you grow stronger. Every time you continue, you get closer. Fluency isn't a goal far away. It's happening now, every time you choose English, even when no one is watching. You don't need to feel ready, you just need to start. The secret to confidence is action, not perfection. Your effort today is building tomorrow's fluency. Every small practice becomes a brick in the house of your English freedom. You don't need motivation anymore. You have a system, you have habits, you have a reason to speak, and a voice that's growing daily. So speak. Don't hide. Don't wait for permission. Use your voice to shape your future, one word at a time. This is your turning point. You're not just learning English, you're transforming your life through discipline, emotion, and self-belief. And remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being present, brave, and expressive, even when your English feels imperfect. Every mistake is proof of movement. Every attempt is growth. Every word you say is another step toward the confident speaker you're becoming. So take a deep breath. Your journey has already begun. You are no longer the person who can't speak. You're the one becoming fluent. Train your brain. Use your voice. Build your environment. Keep your habits alive. That's how you win this journey permanently. Now it's your time to act. Speak today, not tomorrow. Don't stop. Don't wait. And never go silent again. Your voice matters. If this message inspires you, subscribe right now. Join a community that learns, speaks, and grows together every single week. Because this is only the beginning. Stronger videos, deeper lessons, and more guidance are coming. We'll keep training your brain step by step. Your journey is not over. It's getting louder every day you speak. You're proving to yourself that you were always capable. Fluency is not a dream anymore. It's your new identity. Own it, live it, and speak it into existence starting now.